a sinner, left my lover crying on the dance floor. I'm a sinner, I'm a sinner.
Yeah, I will show you guys. It does legitimately say that it's, Oh, that's loud. I'm sorry, chat. I know that probably sucked. There we go. So, welcome to Cut to the Core. You guys all ready for horror? I do want to try it eventually, I just don't have the money to buy it. So this was supplied to us by a lovely fan. I just don't remember who. This story does not require interaction. You can set the experience pace with the text speed and autoplay setting. You can control playback with the auto skip. Okay, I understand. This is going to be interesting. They're going to love you, Daniel. You're going to be so good. I just have to change you. Just a little bit. By the way, is it too loud? Hold still. There's no... Sound is good? Okay. It's just wrong. Oh, you can get different fonts. Oh my gosh, I wish more games did this. Give me a second. That'll actually be easier for me. Now hold still. Cut to the core. Now it's too quiet? Okay. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. Daniel wakes up from his dream. Jesus. He reaches for the glass of water on his bedside table and knocks it over. Shit. He tries to avoid the glass as he steps out of bed, plants his foot on the... Hold on! Is there a way to make it go slower? That's what I want. I want an auto delay. Sorry, guys. It's great. He stumbles down the hall, leaving a trail of blood behind him. Why is it... Okay, that's still going way too fast for me. See it on. Oh, there's got a way to just turn that off. He glances at the controlled chaos in his office. No focus on the wound. Daniel has done what he can. The rest is up to... Alright, no. There has got to be a way to turn that off. Because that's annoying. Turn text speed down. Oh, wrong. Okay, let's try that. He gets to work. Something catches his eye. Something across the hall in his workshop. He stops, transfixed. It's not really a workshop anymore. It's been usurped by Jack's more pressing business ventures. But the stacks of patent applications and financial documents aren't what has caught Daniel's eye. A long forgotten block of clay sits on the workbench, still wrapped in plastic. His waking eyes have ignored it for months. Oh, that is so beyond annoying. I hate games that... Wait, can I turn that off? He tears the plastic apart, canvas and clay. That's what was wrong. Auto was on. Blood pools on the floor around his damaged foot. No matter. Okay, so now that we know what was causing that issue, Daniel knows he should attend to his wound. He knows he should be resting. The big day is tomorrow. The accumulation of years of hard work. But that life seems distant and insubstantial next to the clay under his bloody fingers. You're going to be a good one, I can tell. There we go. You're going to be so good. Next day, Daniel drums the steering wheel in his parked car. A parking officer puts a second ticket on the windshield. He barely notices. His eyes are glued to the upscale lobby of a nearby office building. He reads and rereads the gold-embossed words, Scott and Barker, LLP. It's the name of the firm that's going to make him rich. Assuming Jack closes the deal, that is. He checks the time again. Jack's overscheduled. Schmoozing, maybe? Hopefully this does have a save. Any news? Jack's still up there. All good? He's got this. Get him home by 7. You find a date for tonight's celebration? I did. You'll like her. She's an artist. Good enough for my gallery? Don't answer that. See you soon. Later. Daniel returns his attention to the lobby and feels his first stab of worry. What's taking so long? Jack swirls his briefcase as he struts the halls of Scott and Barker. His positive energy is infectious. Oh, I should have grabbed a drink. He steps into the elevator and leans against the railing. The doors close. Jack drops his briefcase. His hands are shaking. He tries taking a few deep breaths, but he can't seem to calm himself. He kicks the door, kicks it again, pounds on it until his fists leave dents in the stainless steel. He hears the ding and quickly pulls himself together. The doors open. He's claustrophobic. Daniel sees Jack exit the lobby and his eyes light up. They fade again when he sees the look on Jack's face. After years of working together, Daniel can tell when he's rattled. Jack throws the parking ticket away, then opens the driver's side door. Did they close? Get out, I'm driving. Daniel pores over a stack of documents from Jack's briefcase, reading under his breath. You were supposed to walk out of there with a check. What happened? Just a formality, making sure our ducks are in a row so they don't waste time on unresolved lawsuits, yada yada. Our ducks are in a row, aren't they? Right, so nothing really changed. We'll still be rich, just a little while later when we expected. A week tops. Maybe 2? I warned you not to treat this as a done deal. Start this company in the first... Start... Is there stuff at the top? Hold on. Hold on. I see... I'm gonna, give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can do this. I know the top's being cut off. I know. I'm gonna fix that. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm gonna put on my glasses so I'm not blind as a darn bat. You also warned me not to start this company in the first place. You warned me about everything. If I listened to you, we'd be unemployed. I guess we'll see. What are you going to tell Sophie? The question seems to dent Jack's armor. He doesn't answer. He pulls into a drive-through restaurant. Why are we stopping? Chicken wings? Your operations in 12 hours. You're supposed to be fasting. I need to rip something apart with my bare hands. It can either be you or chicken wings. Take your pick. Daniel knows not to press the issue. Jack does what he wants. They wait for the line to move. In the silence, they can feel the promised elation of selling their company draining from them like water from a punctured jug. Jack, what are you going to tell Sophie? Jack had already pushed the question from his mind. He grips the wheel and takes a deep breath. Sophie will see through his bluster. She'll cut straight to the truth. The one Jack is afraid to say out loud. The deal is dead, and with it every hope and promise and reassurance Jack has made for the past 3 years. I know bats can see. Okay, fine. My eyesight is nearly as bad as a bat's. How does that sound? This wouldn't be the first time he disappointed her, or the first time she helped him pick up the pieces, but he feels it would be the last. No, Jack wills himself not to go there. He'll work it out. He always does. Why spoil the evening? If she asks, the same thing you'll tell her. Everything's going to be fine. Later, at Jack and Daniel's apartment building. Jack walks up to his apartment door. Sifting through the mail, he spots an envelope with a final notice printed on the front. He tucks it into his pocket. He rests his hand on the knob. An image flashes through his mind. Dear Sophie, call Daniel. Do not come in. Love you. Give me 1 quick second, everybody. I'm just going to grab a quick drink because I'm thirsty. I'm back. Bats aren't completely blind. They're just not able to see very well in light. I had a bat as a pet, so I know. They're not actually blind. They can see very well as long as you don't have the light on. Is it unlocked? No, it's not. There we go. Now I can open it. Oh. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Hold on. Did that come off the drink? Well, that's not good. Did my bottle already break? Come on, my... Okay, that's weird. Sorry. Trying to fix my drink bottle. Alright, let's continue. I hope you guys are enjoying this now that we've fixed the kinks. An image flashes through his mind. Finally, he summons his strength and walks inside. Stop breaking shit. I'm actually kind of sad because I like my Batman bottle. I'm so glad I didn't take a drink. I'm so very glad, all of you. I almost choked. The top of the bottle came off, like the little rubber part. It's a shame. I like my Batman bottle. I can't find my shaker cup either, so I can have my my drinks. Finally, he summons his strength and walks inside. I'm being bullied by my chat room. Sophie boils pasta on the stove. She's alight with energy, dancing to the music, clearly looking forward to tonight's festivities. Jack comes up behind her and kisses her neck aggressively. How'd it go? Shut up. Jack starts taking off her clothes and pushes her toward the bedroom, and she laughs. Are we rich? Shut up. What happened? I told you to shut up. He kicks the bedroom door closed. The pasta boils over. Meanwhile, across town, someone watches Jack and Sophie climb into bed. They reluctantly pull their eager eyes from the telescope to answer. Package is ready. Want me to drop it off at your place? The clinic back. Exit 1 a.m. Awfully public. How about your place instead? Clinic. I'll disable the cameras. You're the boss, princess, but someday you gotta show me your setup. I'm destroying this phone. Have another ready when we meet. Ciao, princess. Then the room burns down. As the evening sun begins to set, Jack stares at the ceiling, lost in thought. The kitchen stereo continues to blast 80s hits. He hates this song. It's been a while since we pulled that off. How's the knee? I'll live. She massages his leg. It's a familiar routine. Thank God it's over. The past few years have been rough, Jack. Losing the savings, the gallery. She stops when she reaches the tattoo on his ankle. Sometimes I forget about the monstrosities. I'm gonna bribe Lacey to shave it off while you're under tomorrow. Don't you dare, I'll get another one on my chest. Daniel won that bet fair and square. Oh my gosh, they're actually gonna burn the place. Oh shit, sorry. Sophie throws some clothes on and runs out to the room. Jack hears the pan get thrown into the sink. Oh shit, that's Ben and Stacy. Just a minute. What are you doing? Get up. All right. Sophie closes the bedroom door. Through the walls, Jack hears her greeting guests. Minutes later, wine's been poured, but plates are empty. Sophie scrambles to assemble a meal from the charred remains of dinner while Jack entertains Ben and Stacy at the table. I just gotta say, I look at what you've accomplished, where you came from, and it gives me hope for my boat company. Thanks, I think. I'm just saying, you've come a long way. Sophie, that smells amazing. Damn it, I'm okay. Need a hand? Would you? I'm afraid this little project got away from me. Daniel follows Vanessa out of the elevator. He struggles with a lumpy package wrapped in butcher paper and twine. Living in the same building as your boss sounds like torture. We were roommates for years. Separate floors is an improvement, trust me. I swear you two are codependent. maybe. Listen, that stuff I mentioned about the deal not happening, that's just between you and me, okay? And Jack, right? I'm going to lower the thing just a little. Right, but just don't mention it. Vanessa rolls her eyes and rings the doorbell. That's Daniel. Jack, will you get that? Come on, I wouldn't. Come in, wouldn't have come nearly as far without this genius. Hey. Hi, welcome. Oh, is that the new piece here? Here? You're here. She greedily accepts the package, torn between opening it now and attending to the ongoing emergency in the kitchen. This is Vanessa. Of course, forgive me, Sophie. Hi, I'm Vanessa. Hi, I'm Lacey. Jesus, where'd you come from? Sorry, I just slipped in behind you. Everyone takes their seats as Sophie brings out a steaming platter of Italian food. Sorry, it's so late, Jack's fault. Always is. The puff of smoke attacks Sophie from the other end of the table. It belongs to Vanessa's long pink cigarette. Excuse me, put that out. Vanessa shrugs and grinds it into her dinner plate and drops the butt into her wine. Sophie fumes but moves on. Jack piles food onto his plate. Lacey lightly touches his arm. Stop. No food. You'll aspirate and sue me. Practice. Jack holds her gaze for a moment, then puts the serving fork back down. All right. Well, Lacey, you actually got him to do something. What's your secret? She's prettier than you. Jack winks at Lacey. That's how you get smacked by your wife. After the meal, Daniel's package is splayed open on the coffee table. Sophie sits back to take it in. She's impressed. It's not his best work, but it's compelling and morbid. Like all of Daniel's sculptures, the work resembles a cracked geode. From most perspectives, it appears to be an unworked lump of clay, but from the right angle, an inner world of complex detail can be seen. It's no Barnaby, but it's good to see him working again. I hear you're an artist too. She's getting the Valley Girl voice. Yep. What's your medium? Besides digital, menstruation blood lately. What the fuck, lady? It's fucking disgusting. Not sure Daniel told you I run a gallery downtown. I'd like to see your work. I'm interested in anything unique. Wear gallery, right? It's a little traditional. That's just it. We've been financially precarious these past few years, and that translates to playing it safe. But now that we're on solid ground again, I'm shaking things up a bit. Handpicking artists, doing proper promotions. I want art that gets a reaction. Look, Sophie, I believe in radical honesty. Sure, absolutely. Artists don't need parasites to hawk their work to hide it in their mansions. Not anymore. Nobody you know hangs anything that matters on their wall. Nobody who matters hangs art at all. I see. Not trying to offend, just speaking the truth. God, you're a bitch. Of course, dear. You're not the first young artist to hit with me with a hot take, you know. Here's my card if you change your mind. Nobody does cards either. Vanessa gets up. Lacey, right? Your dress is falling apart. She heads to the dining room. Vanessa is right. The stitches on Lacey's shoulder are coming loose. Drat. Here, I'll fix it for you. Follow me. She does have a punchable face. Sophie leads Lacey into the bedroom. She seems prickly. She seems like a bitch. But honestly, she's right. I may have missed my window. I have been out of the game too long. Finding artists is going to be tough. Will Daniel be doing another show? If I can coax him out of his shell. She plants Lacey in front of a floor-length mirror and pulls a sewing kit from a dresser drawer. Alright, hold still. Sophie pins and reattaches the loose clothes with the dexterous short hands of an artist. This is making me nostalgic. Before I met Jack, I used to sew my own clothes, but I haven't touched a needle in years, no time. Same, the clinic has been crazy. Didn't have time to shop for anything, so I tried to tailor this one. I should have known better. I have the worst luck with dead matter. Dead matter? Dead matter? Is your luck better with liver? Oh yes, flesh speaks to me. Guys, she has the crazy eyes. Guys, she's got the crazy eyes. Lacey has a faraway look in her eyes. It's like she's fallen into a trance. Despite the sound of friends and safety just a few feet away, Sophie feels a chill. Some deep instinct tells her to leave the room, but she swallows and continues to sew. I still use cards. Speaks to you? That's why I'm such a good surgeon. It tells me just where to cut. Sophie realizes that Lacey is staring at her bed, at a clear evidence of her earlier with Jack, which had totally slipped her mind. She blushes. Uh-huh. Does Jack's flesh speak to you too, then? Of course, I'm his doctor. Ouch. Oops. There we go, all done. Lacey's back to her normal self. She checks Sophie's work in the mirror and smiles. Thank you. Where's the restroom? End of the hall to your right. Sophie quickly pulls up the sheets and kicks her discarded clothes under the bed, feeling strangely violated. Ben's on his 5th glass of wine and in the middle of an aggressive sales pitch. Jack fiddles with a toothpick and shares an uncomfortable look with Daniel. It's practically a health benefit. I'm sure Daniel could find a way to write it off. Wrong voice. Where the hell am I gonna keep a yacht? It's just a gullet, not an ocean liner. I keep mine at a marina. Yeah, do you know how expensive those are? Oh, that shit gets expensive. I've had a family member who had one. Those things are not a yacht, but a boat. Those things get expensive. I don't know, I get really seasick. Oh, you get over that in no time. Maybe Daniel's interested? Yeah, 2.4 mil. That's a drop in the bucket now. Jesus. Well. Come on, the first thing Stacy and I did when we inherited was go on a little spending spree. It's liberating. Being rich is like a muscle. You've got to learn to flex it. No, you should be saving your money. It's just that they're not actually rich. What do you mean? We're rich, Jack? Sophie steps out of the bedroom, eyes glued on Jack as she approaches. This is why somebody's going to die tonight. What? We're rich now, right? As rich as can be. So they signed today? Jack takes a moment to answer. What kind of question is that? Daniel? Everyone stops talking when they hear Sophie's voice strained, despite Daniel doesn't answer. He's a deer caught in headlights. Yeah, I would take a few drops too. I'll just take 1 mil. I'm not greedy. Jack urges him with a look. Everything's going to be fine. God damn it. Sophie storms back into the bedroom. Jack's guests stare in awkward silence. He's right, Sophie. It's just a formality, I guarantee. The bedroom door shakes and the walls when it shuts. Ben and Stacy don their coats as Daniel herds them out into the hallway. Everyone politely ignores the shouting they hear from inside the apartment. Another time? They leave. Vanessa stomps into the hall. God, let's find a club. How can you, after what you just did? You mean telling your friend Sophie what she had every right to know? She starts walking toward the elevator. She turns back when she realizes Daniel isn't following. Listen, I'm gonna head down to my place, call it a night. You drove. While he considers this, another shout erupts from the bedroom. Take a bus, then. I'll blow you in the car. Daniel doesn't say anything. She twirls and leaves. Your work would be less boring if you got out more. Bitch. Daniel sulks back into the apartment and grabs his phone. He realizes that Lacey is still there, sitting quietly on the couch, hands in her lap. She gets up and makes ready to leave while the shouting from the bedroom continues. Jack's not happy, is he? He could be, I don't know. Maybe if he jumped the rails for once, tried something different, he could be. Sorry, no, he's not happy. I get that feeling too. The anger has drained from Jack and Sophie's argument. Bitterness and disappointment remain. It's not the debt. It's not about the money at all. Losing everything, it wouldn't be the worst thing. Christ, if we were poor again, maybe we'd still have a life. This isn't real? No, this is a fucking stage for Jack Weir's one-man show. And I'm a prop. Sophie opens the dresser drawer and pulls out a plastic bag containing a few dozen pills. She shakes them out into her hand and tumbles to the floor. A few tumble to the floor and scatter. She swallows two while Jack watches. That better be aspirin. You don't have a monopoly on relapses. Sophie picks up a framed photo of the two of them on vacation. She turns away from Jack and gazes at it. We talked about kids and a house yesterday. Were you ever going to tell me? Look, a patent firm, it's a tough business. Landscape's always changing. Christ, Sam had to bail me out twice. If Daniel had spent more time on clients... Don't blame him. I'm sorry, anyway. When the deal started crumbling, I know, it's just what you do. I never lied, not really. She takes off her wedding ring and places it on the bedside. She lies down, still facing away from him. I'm going to bed now. Sophie sleeps a dreamless, drug-induced sleep. Jack enters the room and sits next to her on the bed. He strokes her hair for a bit. She's very beautiful in this light. He starts to cry. He takes her wedding ring from the bedside table and kisses it. Breathes a little life into it. He places it on her ring finger. She stirs a bit but doesn't wake. Jack leaves her. I'm wondering, does this save? So, that is where we will leave the first episode of Cut to the Core. What do you guys think of the game so far? Are you enjoying it? Would you guys in the chat like to see more of the game? It's a slow burn, but I've heard it gets very, very good as it goes on. But we'll see. So guys, with that, we're going to call it. Thank you all for joining me. Have a fantastic night.